Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Witness. Welcome back to puzzles, line puzzles that we are doing. We're doing them in this very tall room in the mountain. We started from there. Now we're here. We're going down there. The question is, can we do everything we need to do here and open up that door, which I guess is going to take us down there? And who knows where we go from there? I don't see any puzzles visible down there. But there are some puzzles that are visible up here, specifically this. We were doing this last time, and we started off with this one, then went to here, then here, then here, then here. Gonna end up there. Not there yet, but we're gonna be. You remember the gimmick of this puzzle is that we have to solve all of them at once with the same line, so it became harder and harder as we continued to each new panel. The individual panels don't have too many symbols on them, but we do have to draw a line that solves for all of them. And last time, I couldn't really figure out what to do when we got to this fifth panel. And rewatching the video and looking at the comments, I did notice that I had something kind of all mixed up in my brain about the rules for specifically these bursts. Like, I was thinking that I had to separate the purple and the green. It's not what I need to do. Rather, the rules of the bursts are that the purple needs to be paired up with the same color. Green needs to be paired up with the same color. But it doesn't matter if they're in the same zone with each other. Like, technically, just doing that would solve that fourth panel. That would be fine. Of course, we're not trying to just solve the fourth panel. We're trying to solve all of them. But remembering that these don't need to be separated, is going to make things easier and actually possible to solve. So I went to my notebook before recording this video. Going to put what I drew up here. So I think that this is going to be the solution for the fifth panel. Because the way this goes, if you look at the first panel, we're going to go up. We're going to grab that black hex dot right there. Then we're going to go down. If you look on the fifth panel, we're blocking off a white dot. I don't think that really matters, but we're doing it anyway. Going to go over here, then we're going to block off the black dot on the fifth panel. Going to go to the lower right-hand corner. We're going to go up. We are going to go left. We're going to go up again. We're going to go left again, then down, then left, then up two. And if you're looking at the third panel, you can see that what we're doing is we are drawing those Tetris pieces. We're drawing both pieces in the same zone. We've done it now. If you look at the second panel, we have cut off the black dot and the white dot from each other. If you look at the fourth panel, you can see that the purple and green dots are all in the same zone. And if you look at the fifth panel, the black and white dots have been cut off from each other. So I think this should be the solution. I'm going to find out if it is now. There we go. That was indeed the solution. Let me take a closer look at this one here. All right, there's only one thing on here. That's a 2-block orange piece on this. So, I mean, to solve that, I would either do that or do that. It's not diagonal, so its orientation can't be changed. There are no other Tetris pieces, so I can't pull it out into a different zone. Those are the only things that it could be. All right. So, let me go looking at my notes again. And, oh, actually, is this going to be difficult? Let's see. If I'm trying to use the solution that I just did, like I went like this to grab the black dot. Let's see. Do I need to do that? Could I do this? Well, I can't do that. I can't do that because that's going to cut into the line that I use for the Tetris pieces. So maybe I don't want to do that. Is there anything else that I could do with this? I can't go over the top because that's going to cut off the purple burst on the fourth panel. It's going to cut that one off, so I can't do it. I could do this. So no, then I can't really come down from that because that's going to get in the way of the Tetris pieces. So let's see. Is there another way I want to do this? Because the way I did it for the fifth panel was after coming down, I then went over to the right corner, blocking off this square right here. So do I have to come up with a different way? Like a different, like, do I have to do this to grab that black dot, make sure that's cut off? Then do I go up and then around like this? By doing that, I would get that Tetris piece, and I would get the black hex dot. So I'm still doing all right, but I don't know if... Let's see. Can I come down... Let's see. Can I do this? That's... I think it works. It works. Yes. All 5 panels. Completed. Now that's taking us up to the 2nd floor. And yeah, now I did see last time that there was another panel to control the bridge from up here. I wasn't sure as to why we needed one of these, because we can control the bridge from over there. Nothing else up here. How does it help us to control this bridge? Okay, so there's a... Okay, hold on. There's a power line coming from here, going to that door. So if I solve it, I guess it'll open that door. So all I need to do is just solve this puzzle, do something that's going to satisfy the puzzle, and then I guess that... Oh, it is a different bridge. There is more than one bridge. Okay. Oh, and the first bridge blocks the second one. Okay. Huh. The first bridge is going to block the second one. So I can't really do anything with this now, can I? I can't get to any of the exits. They've all been blocked off. So does that mean I have to go to the first bridge and then come up with a way? No, not there. Come up with a path that I can take that will satisfy it, but also leave room for the second bridge. This one could be a bit difficult since I can't, I can't see that second one over here as I'm doing the first one. Alright, so to do the first one... Okay, and then the power does turn off. So I have to leave it in a solved state. It doesn't just stay on permanently. Alright, so... 6 bursts. The orange bursts do have to be sectioned off into pairs. So let's see. Like, I could do this to section off 2 of the bursts and section off that white dot from the black. Could also do it the other way here. But no, I guess the second bridge is going to have to be the one that ends there, right? It's going to have to be able to have a clear path to that, is what I think is going to have to happen. That sounds right? Because both of the bridges have to be active and ready to go. All right, so I can't really like go across here because I'm going to block off the second bridge. So how would I satisfy these orange bursts? Yeah, no. How would I do that without cutting off the bridge? Because let's see, the second bridge needs to start here, right? It's going to go from here, it's going to have to end here. So it needs a clear path to reach it, is what I guess has to happen. So I can't block it. I can't get in the way like that. But how do I... If that's the case, then how do I cut off... How do I section off these orange dots, orange bursts? How do I make that happen? Because it seems like I would have to do that to cut them off from each other, right? Like, basically like that, like this, right? But by doing that, the second bridge, it's not going to be able to actually reach anything because the first bridge is cutting it off. Yeah. So I need a solution for this first bridge where it doesn't just go across the entire thing. But how do we do that? Oh, that's right. Last time I missed, there was a little bit of wisdom hiding from us. It thought it could hide behind this concept art. But no, we found it.
You see, a motif is this. He put his hands together, drew them apart, the 10 fingers open, then slowly, very slowly, brought them together again, clasped them, squeezed them tightly, meshing them. That's what one should try to achieve. If one hand is held too high or too low, it won't work. Not a single link should be too slack, leaving a hole through which the emotion, the light, the truth can escape. You must understand that I work on the whole canvas, on everything at once. With one impulse, with undivided faith, I approach all the scattered bits and pieces. Everything we see falls apart, vanishes, doesn't it? Nature is always the same, but nothing in her that appears to us lasts. Our art must render the thrill of her permanence along with her elements, the appearance of all her changes. It must give us a taste of her eternity. What is there underneath? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. Everything, you understand? So I bring together her wandering hands. I take something at right, something at left, here, there, everywhere. Her tones, her colors, her nuances. I set them down, I bring them together. They form lines, they become objects, rocks, trees, without my planning. They take on volume, value. If these volumes, these values, correspond on my canvas, in my sensibility, to the planes, to the spots which are there before our eyes, then my canvas has brought its hands together. It does not waver. The hands have been joined neither too high nor too low. My canvas is true, compact, full. But if there is the slightest distraction, if I fail just a little bit, above all, if I interpret too much one day, if today I am carried away by a theory which runs counter to that of yesterday, if I think while I paint, if I meddle, whoosh, everything goes to pieces. Paul Cézanne, as related by Joachim Gasquet, 1921.
Whoosh, indeed. Everything going to pieces. We have to have both bridges working together in unison, in harmony. One cannot be too high and the other too low. So let's see. So I can't, like, go around here, right? And I can't just, like, do that. I tried that because it cuts off the second bridge. And let's see. If I wanted to do, like, this. So that cuts off that one, right? On the side. Okay, so that didn't work anyway. So forget about it. Yeah, I could do something like that, right? So now that lets, like, this one could go over here to that exit, but that's not where it needs to go. So I don't think that's gonna help. But I'm just grasping at things, grasping at straws to see if anything becomes clear. So, like, looking at this now. Right, so that's open. But I can't get to it. Maybe, so both lines count when it comes to solving the puzzle. Like, this line doesn't actually do anything to cut off, like, the black dot from the white, but the blue line already has, so it solves it. It's counted as solved. So maybe one thing that I could do is, could I come up with a solution for the blue line that will allow me to leave an open path to get the orange bridge back to the other side, and then change the blue line to go to the door. Something like that. I don't suppose it's possible to walk from the orange bridge to the blue bridge, is it? I don't think so, because you wouldn't be able to get them that close to each other. Like there, but I can't stop it like that, right? Like, I can't get it that close. Oh, right. So that's the only thing I can think of. Make a path with the blue line that... Oh, wait, no, I was just thinking if I go back and do the blue line, the orange line will stay. Yeah, it will stay. And I am able to cut off 2 of the orange bursts that way. Maybe that's enough. If the orange bridge is taking care of those 2 bursts, like, maybe that is just enough to get me a path with the blue line to the side door. Let's see. So one problem I can see is that the black and the white dots are still in the same zone. Oh, and to get that in, I would have to cut off the orange like that. Okay, black and white dots are the other problem then. I can't actually get around them because of the orange line. All right, so let me go back and let me see if I can change the orange. No, that's not right. Let's see. Why did I do that? I did it like that? No. Like that. Yeah. Let me go back and see if I can change the orange bridge so the white and black dots can get cut off, or maybe make room so the blue bridge, the blue-green bridge can do that. The blue-green bridge, the turquoise bridge, if you want, or turquoise bridge, however you want to say it. Let's see now. Because what I was able to do with this was cut off those. By doing that, no, I still wouldn't be able to get to either the white or the black dots with this. I'm just thinking about if I did it like that, and then I go back to that blue bridge, is there anything I can do to cut off the black or white dots and then still make it to that exit? I can't, like, cut off the white dot. There's no room for that line to get around. The black dot, I could bring this blue line up here, but then I can't get it back down. Huh. So, what do I have to change here? All right, let me just head back to the blue bridge again. Again, let me just see. Oh, not that one. Let me just rethink that. Because I think I'm going to have to do something with the blue bridge to make some room so the orange bridge can also make some room. And, let's see. Well, I can't really do that. Like, I want to see if I can, like, cut off this. But if I go up here, then I have 3 orange bursts in one zone, don't I? That's not what I want. I want... So I don't want to do that, because the blue line goes up too far. And if a blue line goes up this far, the orange line cannot cut off the white dot. You know? If I use the blue line to cut off the white dot, then the orange line is not able to make it to that exit. And of course, this path is broken off right here. So I'm kind of restricted into how I can move this around here. But then again, just doing that works. So maybe that will give me some room with the orange bridge. Will it be enough room? Okay, so by doing that, this now lets me cut off this white dot. Anything else I can do with that? I can now bring it back over there. And I can now use the orange bridge to walk back over there, if that matters. Alright. So having done that... So the white dot is cut off. Oh, wait. I should use the orange line to cut off... Like, I should bring the orange line up here, then around here, then use that to block off the white dot and 2 orange bursts. Right? That seems like what I should be doing. And then I think that'll be enough for the blue line to get to the side door. Like, I mean like this. Like, up and around, and then down here. That's not quite enough room, is it? Because I want to do that. Or can I do this? Like that. And then like this. Because now the blue bridge can make it to the side door. Whoop. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to go between 2 orange bursts. I have to go between the bursts. I have to cut between them. And if I cut between them... Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Alright, so what do I have to do here with the orange line? What can the orange line do here to help me out with that? So if I could bring the blue line to the right, then up, and then to the left, and I could get... That's the only way of getting the line to the zone, to the end, if I had the, if I had this and this in the same zone. So how do I get this and this in the same zone? Because I can't bring the orange line... Orange bursts. You're vexing me. All right. So, how do I... Trying to think, what do I need to do here? And it's not really coming to me. So I could do that, right? And I could cut off the black dot from the white. I can do that. Or maybe I would want to do this instead. Oh, right, the blue line is not there anymore. Right. So that means that the orange line has to do everything itself. I forgot about... That's something else I forgot about. Which is why doing... No. That's why doing this worked. That did... Actually, that did not work. So, yes, it was like... No. Okay, now I'm remembering why I had it like this. I had it like this because I had to go down here. Then I had to go up around here, right? That's what this was all about. That makes... Yeah, that would be 3 in one zone and then 1 by itself, so that does not work. So I probably cannot make this happen from here for the same reason that I couldn't make it happen with the blue line. Right. Thought I was so close for a second, but it turned out that I was not. Turned out that I was not. The only thing I've done is I've reversed the situation for myself, where now the orange line is taking up too much of the map, and the blue line really does not have the opportunity to do a whole lot because the orange line is doing so much. So I haven't exactly helped myself out here. I could do that to get the blue line up and running. That doesn't actually help me out from here. But what I'm going to need to do, again, just like with the orange bridge, where it was basically nothing at first, and then I got it further out and out until it became the main bridge, and now I can't really do anything with the blue bridge. So I can't do that, because I can't cut that off like that, because of the circle right there. It's blocking me. Is there any other way to think about this? Like, I can't do this. I mean, actually, if I could get the blue bridge, like, maybe that's actually how this is going to go. Like, that's the final line, right? But first, I have to get the blue bridge. I have to be able to get the blue bridge out to where it needs to be. The blue bridge needs to be doing more. But, like, looking at it now, it seems likely that this is going to be what the final line to that exit is gonna be. I think, anyway. So let's see. What is the shortest amount of bridge I can do here that is going to satisfy and is also going to let me do something with the blue bridge? Because I kind of messed myself up here by using too much orange bridge. I can't do anything with the blue bridge if it's like that. That's not going to help at all. Oh wait, no, that's not. Oh, is that going to work? No. Thought for a second that maybe that might have been able to work. It did not. Let's see. All right, because I have 3 orange stars. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was never going to work because of the 3 stars, and there's 1 that's left on its own, and there's nothing I would be able to do about that. That's right. That's right. Kind of messed myself up here in that now I don't really know what to do with this orange bridge. Kind of wish I didn't do that. Huh. Would that work? That worked. Okay. So it ended up being possible to do the line entirely with the orange bridge, and the blue bridge, I just needed it out so both of the bridges would be considered solved, and I was able to do this. Great, wonderful. All right. Oh, the elevator's moving. Oh, it's not. There's just a waterfall coming down there. All right, we got something that I've not seen before. Oh, no, okay, it's just like a normal puzzle. It's a bit more elaborate. Oh, am I going down or up? Because I'm probably going down, right? So let's start up. Let's start at the up position. Yep, we're heading down. Oh, hey, look at that. Can I get that real fast? Can I just get that real fast? I did it. We have reached the bottom of the shaft. Is this the bottom of the mountain? The very bottom? Maybe. No, I can't see the end of that one. Maybe if I did the blue bridge instead of the orange, I would be able to click on that as well. That's something for later, I suppose. Try to do an alternate solution to that so I can click on that line. Alright, so we have 4 floor panels. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing a statue of a man looking down at a panel. He looks very lonely. Can't go through here, but maybe this opens up once I solve these. Alright, what do we got? Alright, I just wanted to check to see if all of them would activate when I did that. They did not. Only the one did. So let me look at the one. Alright, 2 Tetris shapes. They are diagonal, so we can change the orientation. And there is a 3-pronged shape, right? If we remember what the 3-pronged shape did, was it had to be in the same zone as a shape that did not meet its requirement. And the shape would eat that shape. So, knowing that, would this work? Ding. Yes, it did. All right. 4-block shape, 3-block shape. Neither of them are diagonal. How about doing some of this? All right. All right. 2 3-block shapes. Neither of them are diagonal. Let's see. Probably like this. There we go. All right, 3-block shape, 4-block shape. That 3-block shape is right by the exit, so it seems like we'd have to do this. Yep. Uh-huh. And that activated the entire floor. Let me stand up here. 2 start points, 2 end points. Let me see the whole thing at once. Yeah, and it's going to be one of these ones with the mirrored lines. All right, I don't see any symbols on the map, but, you know, it has these grids. So the grids themselves are symbols, maybe? I'm not sure what the requirement here is. Ah, okay. I created the requirements by the shapes I made. I wonder if it could have been any different if I made different shapes. Huh. So let's see. According to this one, I need to do. Yeah, I can't actually do that. So, like, not everything is going to be possible. Am I getting that right? Because let's see. Right, so I have to do these 3 blocks, right? And it's not diagonal. So I would have to do it like this. But the other line is blocked. Whoops. No, that's not what I want to do. The other line is blocking me from grabbing that. On the other hand, if I did this, I can grab that one like that. And then, like that actually, like those 2 shapes fit. Yeah, see? Those 2 were good. Those 2 were good. These 2 were not. So these 2 I can leave alone. This one I know I have to change. Alright, so this is interesting. I was thinking these 4 puzzles seem very easy, and there's a reason for that. It's because we need to figure out what the solutions have to be in order to make the greater puzzle solvable. But alright, so here's the problem now. I would need to do this, but that's not going to work because that 3-pronged shape needs to be able to eat something that's not satisfied. We could do that. Oh, actually, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. And over here, yeah, we're we're probably gonna... Let's see. How do I want to do that? How do I want to grab this? Grab this shape. Oh, like, that'll probably be easier since it's more on the left, right? All right. So, well, I know how to solve this over here, so if I solve that over there, like, would that work? Just, Oh, wait, no, it's, like this? And then... Let's see... It was... I'm just trying to see here. Was it like that? No, it didn't work for those. Alright, so if it didn't work for those, like, what would I have to do with these over here? It would have to be like that. And then up here, it would have to be like this. But that doesn't satisfy the ones on the right. So let me go back and take a look at this one again. Maybe let's try this after all. So I could grab this, right? And then looking at the other side, I could... Maybe I want to do like this, and go up, and then let's see. If I'm looking at the left side, it seems like I would no. If I'm looking at the left side, it seems like I would have to do this. Of course, that didn't work. Another thing that could work on the left side is doing this. There we go. And all four are satisfied. I like that. Actually, I really like that puzzle. That was neat. That was a good take on what we've been doing with that so far. Very dramatic. Someone writing with... Oh, there are the shapes. Oh, are you the one who's been making these? He's got his box of symbols. He's the one who has been making these puzzles. But it's not active. The power cable, it's not on. How do I turn your panel on? I want to see what you were working on. Very nice, very atmospheric down here. I could see the cable below the water. Where is that going? Oh, I see you.
In any case, our 3-days-old infant cannot be very confident of any interpretation it puts on a universe which it only discovered a minute or two ago. We have said it has 70 years of life before it, but in truth, its expectation of life would seem to be nearer to 70,000 years. It may be puzzled, distressed, and often irritated at the apparent meaninglessness and incomprehensibility of the world to which it has suddenly wakened up. But it is still very young. It might travel half the world over before finding another baby as young and inexperienced as itself. It has before it time enough and to spare in which it may understand everything. Sooner or later, the pieces of the puzzle must begin to fit together. Although, it may reasonably be doubted whether the whole picture can ever be comprehensible to one small and apparently quite insignificant part of the picture. James Jeans, 1928.
You know, I'm thinking, so we can see the cable. It's going up to places unknown. I'm thinking this cable looks like the cable that was coming down from the top of the mountain. Remember that? Oh. Alright, we have a door in front of us. Very fancy door. With a pressure plate for some reason. I guess let's try that again. Alright, I was wondering if these were going to be twins as well. Same line for both. No, they are not. Alright, let's see what we got on the left. We got purple bursts. We've got Tetris shape. Is that a time limit? Is this timed? Oh, it's different. It is different. Okay. This challenge is... Okay, that doesn't work. This challenge is a time limit. Let's see. How would we get that shape in, like, 10 seconds? Alright, we guess gonna have to get down to business, then. Gonna have to get down to business. And, I mean, that's not gonna work because I'm cutting off those bursts. Yeah, that's not happening. And in this case, I do want to cut off the burst from each other. So I got that one. Is that going to stay solved? Or do I have to do both in the time limit? No, that one stays solved. Good. That one stays solved. I was a little worried about what was going to happen when that came back up. But it stays solved. Okay. How do we do that one? Some of these I'm not sure about, because like that four block one on the bottom, that didn't seem possible. I mean, maybe I just didn't see it, but I didn't see how I was supposed to grab all that at once. Then again, considering that these change every time, I guess there's no real reason that they would have to all be possible to do, right? Like, how would you do that? It could possibly be that they actually aren't possible to do. And if they aren't, I guess that doesn't really matter, because it's going to be different when they reappear. Like that one I can actually do, except that's going to cut off that purple burst, which I don't want to do, unfortunately. Like I could do... That's not going to work. Okay, just close it. Just close it. Like, maybe that one would have been possible, but I didn't see it in those few seconds. And that... No, that's gonna... It's not gonna work. That one's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't close that shape off. Again, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining about it's unfair, but I'm not sure if some of these are possible, and I'm thinking that if these are being maybe randomly generated, I don't know if it's random, but if they are, then maybe like it could be considered okay that they are because... Oh, hold on, this one? Yes, that one was possible. Okay. We are now looking at the outdoors. We are now leaving the mountain. We have puzzles around us. These columns are blacked out, so I guess they're going to turn on. Should I solve these? Of course, I did not see these from the outside. Maybe I could have if I rode around on the boat some more. Anyway. I got this. That cuts off the exit. Let's see. That should do it. No. No, it does not do it. It almost did it. It did not do it. See, the exit is cut off on both sides, so doing what I was doing isn't going to work for either side. So maybe we need to go up and down, up and down. No, can't go down, can't do it there. Cannot do it there. So, like, maybe like that. and then just sort of leave a path to get to it, like this, and then go back here. There we go. And now over here we have orange bursts. So many of them on every panel in the middle row. All right. So how do we want to do this? Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Almost like that, but not quite like that. Not quite like that. Let's try it like this. You know, we're hearing a little bit of ambient music right now. It's just a tone, not much more than that. But we haven't heard any music at all throughout this whole game. So this is the first time we're hearing something like this. Then maybe up like that. And then... No? Well, this first part at least seems to work. Then we can... If we go up here, what can we do? So I guess that, yeah, that's still in the same zone. Maybe if I do this, and then, oh, I can't cut those off, can I? Doesn't seem like it. No, I can't. Alright, maybe let's start over here now. Start over here, go down, go back up, go around, and there we are. Second set of columns active. Well, first let's take a look at the whole thing. Got white dot, white dot, black, white, black, white, black. Alright. Start over here, start moving around. Cutting the black dots off from the white. Cutting them off. I actually haven't completed the zone yet, right? So do that, and then back up. And then around, and well, maybe up, and then down, and then around, and up, and there we go. And this other side here, orange bursts, black hexes, nothing on the other side. Let's see. How do we want to do it? How many? There are only 2 orange hexes. Okay. So I can't split them in 2. I have to leave them in the same zone. Ah, and that's broken right there. It's broken on both sides. So, how do we do it? Maybe something like that. And there we go. Now we have Tetris pieces. 2 of them. Both L shapes. Could they be in the same zone? Like if I did like that. Doesn't really look like they could be in the same zone. I could do this. Oh, and if I did that, there's the potential that I could reach the other piece, which could be... Let's see. The other piece could potentially be like that, though that clearly breaks off. That cuts off the exit. Another way it could be in the same zone is if it could be like this, though, of course, again, it does cut off. Actually, it'd be like this. Oh, wait. No, the exit is still cut off. Okay. It is still cut off. So I could do this. Let's see. Let me start from here and then bring... How would I do that? start from here, like bring this up, and then over here, and then up, and then around. Maybe. And then... Whoop, what? But no. Whoop. Then down here. And up. I mean, that doesn't really... Does that work? Oh, it works. It works. Black hex dots. Black hex dots, I think, were the first symbol that we actually learned about in the game. I have 3 entry points. Whoa, what? Why did it do that? 3. There's the exit up there. Why are there 3 entry points? It's just decide which one you want to do. You can choose any one. Alright. I guess let's choose one. And see what happens. Well, I won't be able to get that if I go that way. I crossed the exit there, so I guess that's not going to work. Let's start on the left one. And that doesn't work. Let's try going up and down instead. Well, if I'm going to go up and down, let's start from that one and then like in here and maybe like down and then, oh yeah, and then up and, oh, that's going to cut off the exit though. So maybe let's start from, let's start over here. No, dead end that way. Let's see. How do we want to start? Let's see, I'm gonna, yeah, I can't get everything from here. I'm gonna leave something if I do it this way. And it just leads to a dead end anyway. So... Okay, do that. Then, okay, that lets me get down, back and around here. Oh, I had to go up at the start of that, I guess. And, because I have to go up, I can't get all this, right? That's not working. Yeah, I guess there's no way to get all of those if I'm starting from there. Is there a reason to start from the middle one? Like, what reason would there be to start from the middle one? It doesn't seem like that does anything. Goes to the exit. That's not where we need to be. Not yet, anyway. We want to be there eventually. But it can't happen now. Yeah, and if I do that, then I'm going to be leaving one behind up there. You can see it. You can see it. And also leaving one behind over here. This one is a tough one. I'm having trouble figuring out what it is that I should be doing. Going around that doesn't actually help. Because, like, there are hex dots here and there that I'm just not catching as I'm trying to go through this. Like, if I go up here, I'm going to miss the one on the left, right? I can do that, but then I'm going to miss the one on the left there. Like, I can still do that to get all of them except that one. What are these two doing, by the way? Got a little sailboat. What are they looking at? Looking out at the sea. There's a beached boat right here. And something's sticking out of the water. Something is sticking out of there. Let me look at this one for right now. That black hex dot one, I'm not sure about. This one, we got a combination of black and white dots and orange hexes. Orange bursts, I should say. All right. Well, let's start this. Oh, there are two lines. Two lines are happening right now. That's gonna make this harder. All right, let's see. I want to start up here. There are two orange bursts, so they have to stay in the same zone. They have to stay in the same zone. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell how to satisfy both top and bottom, since you can't actually see both of them at once. No. Well, let's continue trying, I guess. I'm looking at the line going around the orange dot, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing that so the orange burst will stay in the same zone as the other orange burst. So let's see, is there anything that's not right here? It's tough to wrap my head around this one. Figure out, like, it's easy to figure out what each individual line needs. The tough part, of course, is figuring out what they both need. Top one seemed fine there. It was the bottom one that was not. Okay, so bottom one, I guess I'm going to have to... Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. The bottom one, no, has to go... So the bottom one has to go up 2, I think. Now let's take it to the side. Now let's do this. Nope, still did not like it. Since I'm just looking at the whole thing as a cylinder, it's hard for me to tell what the problem is. Let's see, don't know if there would be a reason to do it like this. Well, I can't seem to do it like that. It's not gonna let me. The lines are getting in each other's way. Well, I mean, there's no reason why the bottom one could go to the top, right? Like, I've been doing it so the bottom one is going to the bottom exit and the top one's going to the top exit. There's no reason that it has to be like that, though. Just have to make sure that... Yeah, okay, that's probably the reason I was trying to do it that way, because now the top one gets to the top exit like that. Let's see, how do I need to do this? Still no. Still no. I think it look like there was only the one or two red flashing ones, so maybe that was getting closer. I'm not sure. Nah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, two lines getting in each other's way. Blocked off the exit there. Yeah, I am definitely having a tough time figuring this one out. Well, no, of course that didn't work. It would have been pretty nice if it did. It's not letting me do it. It is just not letting me do it. I feel like I've almost satisfied all of them, but it's just not letting me get quite to everything. Like, yeah, that other line is just preventing me from getting the last one that I need. Like, something is going to be dissatisfied. Yeah, it was like this one black dot. No, one white dot, actually, that one. Nope, that doesn't do it. That does not do it, does it? I don't know is the problem. That's what I'm coming to here, is that I don't know what's happening or why. Yeah, I have to see everything at once. I'm just not seeing everything at once. I guess we're heading back to this one. I wasn't having any luck with this one either. So these two, I definitely think it's the case that I need to see the whole thing just spread out two-dimensionally to have a chance at actually getting this. Well, that might not be a bad idea to do right now. Okay, I've been at my notes for a little while now with both this one and that one, and those hex dots I still don't know what to do with yet. This one, however, I think I have a solution, and I suppose I'll have it on screen right now in my notes. I tried unwrapping the column into a 2D grid, and I'm going to try to do what I have on here right now, and we'll see if this works. So what I have here is I'm going to start on the bottom, go up 2, go to the right 2, then bring this down, then go to the right, bring it up. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because now the top line is going to cut off a black dot from a white. And I'm going to bring it to the right, bring this down, bring it to the right, then bring it down, and by doing that, I should have the two orange bursts in the same zone. The white square should be in the middle zone, and the black dot should be in the top and bottom zones. So let's see if I'm right about that. Oh, good. I've been looking at this one for a while. Let's see. There's a white power cable. Oh. That kind of looks like an elevator. Going underwater? I guess that's what these two were looking at. Looking at this weird water elevator. Yeah, I know. What is that? I don't know what that is. Am I going to be getting into that? Do I want to go underwater? Wouldn't think I would, but maybe that's where our destination lies. However, that's only one side of the columns done so far, so can't get in there yet. I do have to solve the other side. And this one I am just having trouble with because as every solution I've tried with this one so far, I'm left with 2 dots left over that I can't get. So, like, this is what it looks like. I'm going to start, right? And then I'm going to say, let's try stair-stepping up from the bottom to the top. Well, second down from the top. Then I'm going to go, then back down and around. Going to keep stair-stepping down to get these. But notice, hey, there's one here on the left I cannot get. There's no way out if I get that one. So I'm going to go back to the right. Going to go here. Let's stair-step back up. There's the exit, so now I'm going to go back to the left. I could stair-step down, but hey, now I'm trapped here. I can't get out of here, so I'm going to leave that one. Going to keep going around the top, and I'm at the exit, and it doesn't work because there were those 2 hex dots left over that I did not get. I left them behind, and every solution that I've tried to this so far has resulted in just those 2 dots being left over, and I can't figure out how to get all the dots. I can't figure out how you can get a solution where those 2 hex dots are not left over. I'm still working on it, so give me some more time. Okay, I think I've figured this out. I've been looking at this thing for a while. I drew it down in my notes multiple times, and I'm going to have the solution that I came up with here overlaid on the screen right now, so you're looking at it right now. This is probably, okay, so right now, when I'm recording, probably around 2 or 3 hours after the last recording, because I've just been looking at this thing and looking at it and looking at it, and I don't know why this has taken me so long, but I think I have it, at least in the notes. It seems like it comes out okay. Basically, the problem with this is that you have to get all of the black hex dots, but there's like a stair-stepping thing right here of gaps in the grid. And that makes it really difficult to actually hit every single hex dot. There would always, like every solution I would come up with, there would just be like 2 left over. But I think I have it. I'm gonna try it, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. Hopefully this actually does hit all of the dots. So we start by going left, then we're gonna go up, and then left and down. Then we go to this one right here. This is another of the starting points. We can go up, and then I can do this to grab all of the dots by the right starting point. Now I have to go back down and to the right. So I end up above the starting point that I actually used. And now I can go up and then to the right and then up and to the right. And now I'm going to be next to the exit, which is right here. But I'm not going to go there because I'm going to go to the left. And let's see, down, and I have enough. Yes, I have enough room to grab that and go back up and then head to the exit. And is that it? All right. I was starting to wonder if there was just something wrong. Just, I don't know, with my version of the game or whatever. I don't know. Because I was not seeing it. I was wondering, should I be looking at the reflection of it? Is there like some trick I'm not thinking about? No, there wasn't. It was just do what the puzzle looks like it wants you to do, and it just took me this long to actually get it. Okay. Okay. It's done, though. And now, if I'm looking at this right, this is going to be our last puzzle before the mountain has been completed. Because I assume that's our goal. I assume that's where we're going. So that means this is our last puzzle. I see black dots, black hex dots. And that's all. I don't see any other symbols. I don't see any breaks in the grid. There's one starting point and one ending point. So guess let's go around and see what is so difficult about this one. Is the answer nothing? Huh. The answer was nothing. That was extremely simple. I mentioned it before, but I noticed some sort of pattern in this game where the second to last puzzle would be really hard and then the last one would be basically a gimme. And it happened again right here. I guess that's our last puzzle. At least for the mountain. What's going to happen when we go down this elevator? Well, first we're going to say goodbye to the mother and child watching us here. And we're going to head on inside Jonathan Blow's great glass elevator. I guess we have to... Oh, there it is. Okay. Of course, there is a line puzzle. Left or right? Or both at once.
A star at dawn.
Star at dawn.
At dawn.
A bubble
A bubble in a stream.
in a stream.
A flash of lightning in a summer
A
cloud.
flash of lightning in a summer cloud.
A flickering lamp. A flickering lamp.
phantom.
A phantom.
Phantom.
A phantom.
And a dream.
And a dream.
And a dream.
And a dream.
And I guess that's the end of The Witness, as we were returned back to our container, I guess, and all of the puzzles unsolved themselves. So that was a thing that happened. That was Jonathan Blow's The Witness, a game about puzzles on an island. And that's exactly what it gives you. Let me just check something. Let me just check something real fast. Ah, yes. Starts us back at the beginning. But we can load our game. Wasn't sure for a second if it will let us load the game. It does autosave it for you right before you make the final switch in that elevator. Okay, and that's, of course, is important, because we're not really done for good, are we? I mean, that was technically the ending of the game. No credits or anything, but I assume that's that's what's considered the end. We fly through the island, we go into the vault, all the puzzles unsolve themselves, and the game closes on its own. Didn't give me the choice of closing it didn't give me the choice to do that. It just did it on its own. But then we restarted, and fortunately we could load our game. It autosaved right there. So, these two are very impressed. Anyway, I've enjoyed The Witness. I've liked it a lot. I hope you like watching it. I mean, I know that it's kind of weird to watch this very slow-paced puzzle game where I'm drawing lines on panels. It's not the most exciting thing, but even though it's taken me over a year to get to this point, I do enjoy playing it, and I hope you enjoy watching it. But like I said, we're not done for good. Even though we may have gotten to the actual ending, even though we might have gotten to, what was that, 432 plus 58 puzzles solved? That's what that says. Even though we have gotten to that, there is more. There are puzzles that we have not solved. Like, for example, this guy right here. This guy, the puzzle maker, his final puzzle, well, it's not turned on. We have to go turn it on, don't we? Because there's a power cable going up. And I'm sure we can turn this one on. Because it would be weird if this was just here and it didn't actually let us do that. Now, what happens if we do this, I don't know. And of course, there are other puzzles to do, such as the environmental puzzles. There are plenty of them that we haven't gotten yet. And then, of course, I am aware that there is some sort of final puzzle somewhere that people refer to as the challenge. I don't know what it is or where it is, but we're going to find it. I'm sure that we will look for it. I'm sure that we will find it. We're going to get there, and I will try my best to solve it. We'll see how that goes. Though if that is dramatically more challenging than what we've already been doing, it'll be interesting to see how it all goes. But that's for later. It's not for right now. We don't have to think about that right now. All we have to think about right now is that The Witness, the main game, has been completed. Even though this is not the end for us, it is the end of the base path through the game, starting from the intro section where we woke up in our vault, going through all the different areas with their different symbols that we see gathered around here, ending up with the mountain, and ending up there in the elevator that just reset everything and took us back to where we were. But like I said, it's not over for us. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me play this so far, and I hope that you enjoy watching the rest of this, however it's gonna go, because of course up to now I've had a very linear path taking me from the beginning to each like discrete section, and it was obvious that as we were turning these lasers on that it was all going to lead to the mountain. Now that we've completed the mountain, I'm not entirely sure what's next. I'm not entirely sure where we go, but I'm going to figure it out. We'll figure it out when we come back for more of The Witness, and I hope you join me for that, because I really don't know how much more there is of the game to go. There's a lot of environmental puzzles to look for, and there's the challenge to look for. How long is it going to take to find them and actually complete them? I don't know, but we will find out. Yes, we will. And we'll start on that next time. I'll see you then. Here is another thing I helped make to help finish The Witness. Jonathan Blow, 2016.